Okay, here's the answer key to the review. This you're definitely going to have to be able to do on the quiz. Notice that there's one triangle and then they add 3 more triangles, so we're up to 4, and then we're up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 10, and then you just need to draw the picture with 13 triangles. 5 here, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there should be 13 there. The integers here are 0, -2, 121. The square root of 9 is an integer because it's 3, and this is an integer because it's actually -3. And you're also going to have to, on the quiz, be able to put these in a on a number line. So here the property is called the distributive property because you're distributing the number outside to all the numbers inside. This is the commutative property. In order to translate this g and the quotient of 3 and h, you would write g plus 3 over h. 6 times the difference of x and 22 looks like that. We're going to plug in 2 for x here, and you can do that on the calculator, but anyway, it would be 24 minus 9, which is 15. Here, plug in -2 for t, everywhere you see t. So if I was doing this on a calculator, I would store it, but if I didn't know the store function, I would type it like this. And I would see that the bottom is 4, and the top is +2. So the answer is 1/2. Your answer must be in lowest terms to get full credit. Here you're going to distribute. Move the t over, move the 6 over, t equals 17. Here there's a couple things you could do. You could distribute the 1/2, or you could multiply both sides by 2, which would make the 1/2 go away. You would have 3 minus w left, and then 2w plus 18 over here. So now you're going to add w, so you get 3w, and minus 18, so you get -15, so w equals -5. Okay, here's one of those word problems. Write an equation to solve. Maria is 3 years older than Luis, so Luis came second, so he's going to be x. Maria is 3 older than Luis. Luis is 2 years older than Carla, so Carla is 2 younger than Luis. The sum of their ages, so 1, 2, 3 ages added together, has to equal 55. So we have 3x plus 1 equals 55, 3x equals 54, x equals 18, so Luis is 18, Maria is 21, Carla is 16. Okay, you're not going to have to complete an input and output table, but you should be able to. Here the pattern just goes up by 1, so you'd have 4, 5, and then n would be n minus 1. That's how you would complete that table. Here, again, it goes up by 1 again, 7, 8, n plus 2, and this goes down by 3, so -15, -18, and n would be -3 times n. You're not going to have to do this, but it's good practice for you. This is important. Number of students, number of bottles of water. How many bottles of water 5 students attend? So if this keeps going up, I would probably make a column, a table, that says number of students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bottles of water would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now I can see that 5 students would need 10 bottles of water. And then I can see that the pattern is there's 2 bottles of water for every student. So 20 students would need 40 bottles of water, and n students would need 2n bottles of water. Here the pattern is going up by 6, so the next three numbers are 30, 36, and 42. Here you're going up 3, up 4, up 5, so up 6, up 7, up 8. Here you're going multiples of 3, so 243, and then so on. I'm not going to do all the math, but you get the idea. This one's a little bit trickier. Up 3, down 1, up 3, down 1. So up 3, down 1, up 3, be 8, 7, 11. Here it's just up by 4 every time, so 18, 22, 26. And here you're going times 5 every time, so 2,500 and so on. Okay. Write an algebraic expression to model the total score. In the first set, the volleyball team made only 8 shots worth 1 point each, so they scored 8x points. In the last baseball game, there were 2 3-run home runs and 4 hits that each scored 2 runs. So the total score, 2 3-run home runs, so that's 6 runs, and 4 hits that each scored 2 runs, so that's 2 runs. So we're going to say that x equals a 2-run homer, a 3-run homer. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Maybe we'll just call x the number of runs. So we'll say 6x plus 2x equals 8x. Does that make sense? 2 3-run home runs, so that's 6 runs. 4 hits that each scored 2 runs. Oh, each scored 2 runs. This is confusing the way they're wording this. So, 8 runs, 14 total runs. I don't like that question at all, so don't stress about that too much. Okay, keep moving. These are really important. The rest of this stuff is just the book saying this is how you should warm up for Algebra 2, but this stuff is definitely real Algebra 2. 5a minus a is 4a. This one you get 6a plus 3b. You're combining like terms. Here you have to distribute the negative, so the 8b becomes positive. So your answer is 15b minus 3a. Add the s's, so 2s plus 5. Here you're going to add the r's, 10r, and add the s's plus 5s. Here you're going to have 4g minus 2 because the 5 and the negative 7 get combined. Here you're going to have negative 9a plus b. Here you have 1/2 minus 1, which is negative 0.5x. Here when you distribute the negative, the signs all change, so you're going to have negative 2x plus 4y. We talked about how to do these. You store the number in the calculator and get your answers. I'm not going to go through those. Alright, 4 more than b. 4 plus b or b plus 4, equally as good. The product of 8 and the sum of a number in 3 looks like that. The quotient of the difference between 5 and a number n, so 5 minus n, and 2. 5 minus n over 2. Perimeter of a triangle is 76. So we have a triangle, perimeter is 76. Side 1 is twice as long as side 2. This is the second unknown. So we're going to say side 2 is x. Side 1 is twice as long as side 2. Side 3 is 1 longer than side 1. So we're going to say x, 2x, and 2x plus 1. And the perimeter is 76. So we're going to add those 3 sides together and solve. X is 15, 2x is 30, 2x plus 1 is 61. And when you add those 3 things together, that's not true. The perimeter is 76. What did I do wrong? Because this doesn't add up to 76. So I know I did something wrong. 5x, 75. Side 3 is 1 longer than side 1. Side 1 is 2x plus 1. 3, 5x, 75, 5, 15. 30. Oh, one long, sorry. I doubled this side instead of just saying it's 31. That makes more sense. Okay. Again, you just did this on the last page, but let's talk about how they look when you combine the like terms. So 4a plus 3a plus 2a is 9a. 7b minus 2b, what's going on? Is 5b. And then when you plug in a for negative 5 for a, you get negative 45. And 3 for b, you get 15. So your answer would be negative 30. That's how you do those. Let's just look at 19. I want to make sure you know how to distribute the negatives. That's really important. 8m minus 4n, and then negative 3 times 2m is negative 6m, and negative 3 times negative n is plus 3n. Now combine like terms, and then just plug in the numbers. 2 times negative 15 is negative 30, minus a negative 18 is plus 18, so the answer would be negative 12. Okay, I gave you all the answers to all the equations, so you should have plenty to study from and practice. And if you want more practice, email me or go on Khan Academy. Happy studying! Why didn't that work?